Hello everyone, this is a new program by Stockholm Metal Mania. I am Sam, and next to me are special guests here in the studio. Actually, this is a little story to say that when we talked about Fredagsmangel event and Mr. Death playing there, so we went there and we met the guys behind Fredagsmangel Club. So this is Nisse and Micke. Welcome to our humble studio.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming here, guys. So we're gonna ask a little bit question, have a conversation about like this really interesting thing. Fredagsmangel. It's in Swedish. It means
Friday bash, Friday metal bash, or something like that.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about it in details after you are going to tell me who you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's start with one of you.
Micke, you want to start?
The first
All right. So I'm Nisse, and I'm 40 plus. Been in the metal scene for, I don't know, 40 years maybe. Not playing so much in bands, but been listening to music for a long time. Been in the underground. Starting up with I've seen Nihilist, Morbid, and all those bands in Stockholm. So basically, that's me.
Absolutely.
You love the metal, the underground, and
of course.
I mean, the Stockholm underground is for me the best.
Yeah, I can see.
Always
this.
been.
Yeah, with this like the intention of the club that you made, like, and it's not that old. It's like this year you started this, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we just like 1.5 months ago. So
it's pretty new.
Yeah,
it is
very new.
Very new.
We're learning day by day, and we got support from Jakob Kök and Bar and Prgoram in Jakobsberg, and they. At first, it was really the people listen to this, but now it's getting better. It's getting better, and they want us to play every Friday. So in the end of September, we're gonna play every Friday.
Yeah, this is great news to hear. Yeah,
to listen to hard metal.
Yeah,
hard metal. Yeah, fantastic. And also we have Micke here. So tell us a little bit about you.
30 plus. Nah, a couple of years younger than this. Same story. I listened to like Sabbath, Dio, Saxon, and I met this guy and a couple of older guys, and they introduced me to the underground metal scene. We went to Nuclear Assault and Dark Angel.
Yeah.
I was 13 and got my head stomped, but from that on, it's that's Nuclear Assault.
I think it
Dark
was
Angel was like
89.
Yeah, 89.
I think so.
Yeah,
or 88, somewhere.
And from there, it took like a year. Death Metal, Entomb, Dismember, Unleashed, and all that. So yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Also, we're gonna talk about what is Fredagsmangel. How can you describe your project or your club?
You can describe it as a metal club. We want people to be there, listen to, extreme music. It's extreme music for extreme people.
Yeah.
And we want to have bands playing, and just not the bands that are always playing. We want to have the younger ones as well. Exactly. We had 3 Dead Fingers. They're like 13 to 19 years old. We have the True Orcus. They're 13 to 15 years old.
Yeah.
And they just love it.
Yeah.
We just want to give them a chance to play.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not a big arena, but they get the chance to play.
Yeah.
Get back to the old school in the suburbs where it all started.
Yeah.
When we were
exactly.
kids.
Yeah.
Back to suburbs, and even if you're older than us and play death metal, thrash, it doesn't matter. Or kids. Everyone should have a chance, and just fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not big business, fun. Like Lilla.
Exactly. Extreme metal.
Yeah.
Extreme metal for extreme people. Maybe not everybody understands this.
Of course. But I mean, in Fredagsmangel is all kinds of people.
Exactly.
Not just the extreme ones.
Yeah.
But so we have some guys from the suburbs there who doesn't listen to it, but I think
they
it's
enjoy it.
But
yeah, they enjoy it.
Yeah,
Because,
something different, and they
yeah.
have
Something different, the
Yeah.
atmosphere absolutely different.
Mm.
I mean, like we've been to also, for example, Copperfields is
Mm.
used to have this event
Yeah.
every weekend with local bands and stuff like that. The people that are going there are different, are like just even if it's extreme music, you can say at we can go there, have a beer, see the bands that are playing. At least these bands, they are writing their own music,
Yeah.
and
play their own
all the
instruments.
Oh,
bands,
yes.
yeah, and all the bands have ambitions about also like playing more and more and getting bigger and bigger. So also,
excuse me,
Yeah,
that
no
was
problem.
one of the biggest things about starting up this thing. They're closing, they're closing, they're
Yeah.
closing, they're
Yeah.
closing, they're closing.
yeah,
Why?
Yeah.
yeah.
We're metalheads all over. Why?
I mean, yeah, where should,
Everyone
where
should
shall we
listen
go?
to rock
Yeah.
classic or bandit. It's boring. So
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
where's the place for me, for us?
Because yeah,
That's why we started. from
because
the
I want to talk about something. This matter it's happens to be like about metal music as a subculture
Yeah.
and as like a specific way of living, if you can say, because like now you are guys, you are plus 40, but yeah,
He as well.
yeah, but you have a day job, you have families. I got to know, like you have kids.
and really
No, not
pain
me.
in the
Not
ass
me.
dogs.
No kids.
I got two dogs,
Just
two kids.
cats.
But they're big now. So my son is following to Gefle Metal, been to Slayer, and my
Yeah.
daughter is like doing something else. But
Yeah, just we can describe it as like maybe normal to any life else, but
Yeah.
it's metal, it's extreme music. This is what I mean, what I wanted to say. And in Fredagsmangel also, when we went there the other day, we saw families.
Yeah.
We saw kids playing there in a metal gig, let's say, metal
yeah.
event. So I really would like to talk about this thing. About like the families there, the friendly environment and stuff like this, according to extreme music that is played on the stage.
Because the kids that were playing, they all had their parents with them.
Yeah.
So it's
They
like
asked us
it's like
before.
their soccer moms and soccer dads, but they're
Exactly.
metal dads and metal
Some
moms.
of the
and
moms and
that's
dads were going like this,
Yeah.
but they're there because of the kids, so
Yeah.
they can enjoy the
Yeah.
music after 22 a.m. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's so cool. They were like, do people actually like this? Look at your kid.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
Perfect.
This is the purpose. I mean, like all the generations want to listen to me, and exactly when we want to talk about generations, it's important to know each generation, especially the young generation, the youth. It's not easy to be attracted by metal.
No, it's not.
No.
It's because
It's all hip hop these days.
Played on the radio, played on the community.
Yeah.
They don't have like when we were kids, go to rehearsal rooms, everything. Now it's only this. Pop, 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 pop. You have to look like one. You have to look like that. You have to do like this. Listen to this. It's
Yeah.
no good. No good.
No good.
No. Learn to play instrument.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it. Have fun.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like, I'd rather to see the young people more into music and guitar and
It doesn't
yeah,
mean they have to play like thrash metal, but learn to play guitar.
yeah,
Do that, not just push the button, download.
yeah, yeah.
Do something. Don't
Do-
sit with computer. Ba, 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 ba,
Yeah.
ba.
And the music is really good for, like, I mean, scientifically, it's very good for the young generations
Yeah,
because
it is.
yeah. And then like getting the extreme metal now, like in the beginning, I remember like if you read the history of metal, it's not that big, but like from the beginning, people also had a reaction against this
Yeah, of course.
music.
Yeah.
And then
Always
like
had, always
yeah,
had.
yeah, and then it comes to be like now they are more accepting, like so it took its place. The metal
Yeah.
music, like during maybe the first 10-20 years, it starts to take the place
Yeah.
in the society as a music, as a lifestyle, as a subculture, as we say.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, to hear Metallica on the radio, that was huge. We heard Metallica once or twice or something like that.
After midnight.
Yeah, in
After midnight.
in '86 or
One
something like
time,
that.
yeah.
Now you hear Metallica all the time on Lugna Favoriter. And that's a soft,
Station for the
soft-hearted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean,
Bandit or rock.
No, Bandit, of course,
yeah,
Bandit.
of course,
Takida,
Bandit
blah, blah,
or,
blah.
Yeah.
or classic
Boring.
rock music is
Exactly.
boring us, very boring.
And
I
they
think.
got, people can listen to what they want, but they get places all over the place. But if you want to listen to War Ensemble or Cannibal Corpse, how many places are there?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
We are one.
we're one place.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the situation here in Stockholm. Like we are witnessing that lots of pubs that used to host metal is closing or changing the direction, or and like this is also like hopeful. Like I feel happy that a club like Fredagsmangel started this in 2019. Like it's brand new.
Yeah.
And they are taking really good care of local bands, especially the underground bands.
And
So,
excuse me,
yeah.
I have to say, big support from the locals in
Yeah, it
Jakobsberg,
is.
like Tony and George.
Yeah,
When they first heard the music, they were like, "No way!"
this is not gonna work.
But,
Yeah.
but let's do it. Let's do it.
We're gonna. They want to try it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So it never worked.
Oh.
Not like we went in with big money. We just had an idea, and they took it in, and let's do this shit. And now we're Fredagsmangel.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's
So and as we talked about before, now they want to do it every Friday.
Yeah.
So Jakobsberg Bar is gonna be a rock place in
Rock slash
the
metal.
weekdays, and Fridays gonna be extreme metal.
Maybe it's
So-
a message for all the bar owners all over
Exactly.
Stockholm.
It is.
That
it
like,
is,
look,
yeah.
look. We have,
karaoke and the radio, hip hop.
Yeah.
It's
And-
everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
it is.
Believe that like metalheads living over all in Stockholm.
Exactly.
They need to have the balls to try to be different.
Yeah,
Because there's so many metalheads in Stockholm and all over Sweden.
yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
So they don't just have the balls.
Exactly, yeah.
So
So I hope it's gonna be a message for all these people to be more brave to do this project,
Yeah.
because
hope so.
when I was there, I met the owner of the pub, and he was talking about how happy he is because like there is people like it brings people, it let people, and these people maybe look extreme from the outside, but like you can talk to anybody there. They are like in Swedish trevliga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And big spenders.
Yeah, they like to drink beer.
Without being stupid.
Yeah.
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 No, I mean it's fantastic having you guys here,
Mhm.
and like it's really nice to have this conversation. And I want to ask you also. I really don't want to stop talking because it's really nice to talk to you guys.
Huh?
Keep going, keep going.
The metal scene in Stockholm. This is also a question I really care about. That like we need to know because you've been listening to metal and participating in many metal events like during the last 40 years. So like it's kind of 40 years. So I'm really curious. What are you thinking about, or what do you think about the metal scene now and then?
It was a different place. A very
It
different
was in the
place.
suburbs. It was
Yeah.
easier because it was new, under the radar. Now everyone trying to. It's getting better, but it feels like they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Now, back then it was, let's do it fast, let's do it aggressive. Fuck the
No.
like.
Yeah.
Now
Just
it's
like
like
Entombed.
yeah,
Yeah,
before
Nihilist,
Nihilist,
Entombed,
Morbid,
yeah.
you got Dismember, Unleashed, you got
Yeah.
all those bands, all from Stockholm, all from suburbs, and it's still one of the best ever. Yeah,
It is.
but it popped up like really good bands. Leak, Dreadful Fate now,
Oh,
Reunion,
yes.
it's fucking amazing.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But somewhere in the middle, it's like take it down? Will they play it more beautiful and more?
Yeah.
Well, I
That's,
think
that's a feeling.
Yeah, it is.
And that little
Yeah.
spot is like
Yeah.
15 years long. When it's let's try make it more radio. When I don't know. but-
radio friendly.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean, I think every extreme subculture, music subculture, somewhere along the way gets mainstream. I think so.
in
Yeah.
one way or another. Yeah.
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 I mean, look at now. Every kid loves black metal
Yeah.
in the metal
Yeah,
scene.
this is amazing.
But
Yeah,
I don't think
everybody-
they really know what.
No.
It's,
I mean,
for us it's new.
They don't like just I mean, the softer ones or whatever. They like the old fucking mayhem.
Yeah.
I mean, they're extreme.
Yeah.
Extreme.
For me, they are extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Sometimes it's overwhelming to know that there is people, like young people, I mean, because you know, black metal, mayhem, Marduk, these bands started in the late 80s, early 90s.
And you have to know that it's most of the time it's not for real. So the younger kids, they go in for it 110%.
Yeah.
So it can get wrong. Like,
Uh,
Yeah, they can.
yeah,
you feel like it's getting better,
absolutely.
or it's
The
going
live scene,
down?
the live scene is getting worse. That's
Yeah.
why we started up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And big
need to
thanks
do
to you
something.
guys, yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. But the kids we see now, like we started, I thought they were gone, but they're coming more and more.
Oh, yes.
And more. Yeah, they're out there, but they're hiding it weekly.
Yeah.
And when it's time, ta-da,
Yeah.
Slayer,
Yeah,
blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Exactly.
So the feeling it's getting back,
Yeah.
or getting back to show what you like. We
Yeah,
don't
but-
change our clothes for work.
No, we don't.
We go like this every
No,
day, like
yeah.
with tattoos and
It's
so-
just the way it is.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is who I am.
Yeah.
So I did my thing for 5-6 years maybe in the middle of the 90s. Where I was like, nah, I don't know if it's, but I'm back. Like
Yeah,
when I
sooner or
was-
later.
Yeah, it's like took me
Yeah.
since I was 12, 13, and I'm still the same. So
Yeah.
I think it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Show who you really are,
Yeah.
wherever you're from. Syria,
exactly.
Turkey, Chile.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, metal is really a big environment for integration as well.
Yeah,
like
it is.
With like all the categories in the there is no categories in the
No.
society according to metalhead.
No.
There is no difference between anything. Like the most of metalheads don't really care about where you came from.
No.
You listen to
No.
metal. Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's it.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and this is really great, and I'm really grateful, like, because I can't listen to any music but metal music. And
Yeah.
I even with music writing, I also write just like shuka riffs.
Yeah.
You know, it's like really extreme,
Just shredding.
extreme riffs.
Perfect
and-
description.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because
But I think there's a future for the metal kids. I think so.
Of course, of course.
I mean, as I mentioned before, those bands, Three Dead Fingers, Through Orcus,
yeah,
and Eternal Evil.
So many. bands.
Another band we're gonna have on Fredagsmangel. We
Nisse
have
And
we
Micke.
have so many bands.
When we
in
watched
line.
Slayer in December, the final show,
Yeah.
it was a family event.
Oh yeah.
And
Ah, yeah.
everyone was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Granda, dad,
Mhm.
son. It was.
It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
You know that you're getting older. With three
Yep.
generations looking at Slayer, and they all
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
yeah.
of course,
That's
it's a
purpose.
future.
Mm.
Of course.
Yeah.
As we talked about, we're very new,
Mhm.
but we're learning and
Mhm.
we're buying stuff. So
Mm.
if you're not the richest band in the world, it's going to go better and better for
Yeah.
Yeah,
every week and every month.
this
Yeah.
is very good.
We
to
got
know.
the
We got things going on.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a drum set. We're gonna have a
backline,
guitars.
the
yeah,
backline,
yeah,
yeah.
basic
The back-
the
backline.
backline
Yeah.
is coming. So,
So-
for the
Yes,
those
but it's
bands.
growing. It's getting
Yeah.
bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I
And
hope
like
so.
I
Hope
really
so.
see a future if you guys keep like making this happen,
Yeah.
and the owner is happy.
Yeah.
The owners
So,
are very
yeah,
happy, I
yeah.
think, and they're getting very happy. So
Yep.
This is nice.
yeah,
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Uh,
watching. Also, these guys Nisse and Micke from Fredagsmangel Rock Bar. Now it's in Jakobsberg as we were talking. See you next program. Bye bye.